I want to talk about this past weekend, what happened with Sergay Kovalev and his comments about Adonis Stevenson. And I don't know if you saw like Adonis Stevenson's, like his Twitter, like what he said on Twitter. What are your thoughts on that?
Here are my thoughts generally, okay? Look, you see Stevenson and you see stuff that Kovalev does that would be very dangerous for Stevenson. Makes it a very dangerous fight. Shorter punches, non-stop aggression, all that kind of stuff. European style in a way that a lot of times gives North American fighters problems. It's a kind of rhythm that throws them off.
Oh, I saw.
And then you see Stevenson fight, and you see stuff that he does that would really bother Kovalev. The fact that you could see even in the Agnew fight, certain kinds of movement and defense can stop Kovalev. He can be hit with counters and that sort of thing. And Stevenson's a much more talented and bigger puncher than a guy like Agnew. Not that Agnew had a lot of success, but here and there you can see where he broke through with Kovalev. And they're two of the best one-punch knockout hitters in boxing. So, given the fact that you know they have fight-ending power, both these guys, in either hand, and can take a guy out with one punch, and given the fact that their styles create problems for each other and they both have action styles, and given the fact that they're clearly the two best light heavyweights in the world, there's a lot of frustration that the fight isn't happening now. Kovalev seemed to think it was going to happen. Stevenson never seemed overly interested in it. People can see that as a duck by Stevenson, and they have a right to see it that way. You can also see it as a business decision. Why am I going to fight the best guy in the division when there are fights out there that could mean at least as much money to me, you would think, with much less risk? Let Kovalev get his name up and everything, and then we'll make the fight. But obviously, at this moment in time, that fight looks difficult to make, and it's a shame.
It is pretty sad.
Because these are the two best light heavyweights in the world, and it will promise to be an exciting fight, and it's not easy to predict the winner. I think my guess would be that Kovalev goes in as a favorite. Do
you think the build-up like to this, like with it not being able to happen right away, you think it'll end up and get like really, really big, and everybody will want to see it like kind of like a Pacquiao-Mayweather fight, not on a lower scale?
Yes, I think it's similar in a lot of ways.
Break some news on the Neil Show.